All right, just coming up to 8 p.m. and we're out to shut the garage down for the night. And I thought I'd give you a quick update on progress. So we are pretty much ready to paint for tomorrow, Saturday. We did get the instant screen installed and it seems like it's going to work okay. So it's got a magnetic fastener in the middle here. It does not self-fasten. It does need a little bit of help, but it's pretty good actually. It just needs a little bit of help to come back together, and that's going to serve to keep out most of the bugs and a lot of that large flying debris that's floating around out there, so I'm happy with that. We did manage to go get some supplies today as well, some resupply on things like reducer. So we've got some more medium reducer. We got our paint cups all ready to go. So we got a backup stash of those now. We got our lacquer thinner. We've got our spray gun paint remover, the aerosol stuff ready to go. Got the garage pretty much all cleaned up. We've got the panels taped up on the bottom. We've got the tops of the panels all cleaned up with grease and wax remover, and we'll just redo that again tomorrow before we get ready to paint. Did a pretty good blowout and sweep out of the garage. Got to do one more of those tomorrow before we get into paint, but it's looking good for tomorrow. All right, good morning guys. It's Saturday and just after 9 a.m. and we've got the garage cleaned up as best as we can. We've got our fans out, just about to wipe the panels down for a final time. We're waiting for the humidity to drop just a tiny little bit. We want to get down to around 50 or so, and it's dropping now. So hopefully we'll be able to start spraying our sealer in about a half an hour or so. We'll see how it goes, and then move on to the next step. So we've got our guns ready to go. We've got most of our products set up ready to go. So I think we're pretty prepared. Our screen is functioning as it should. So yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape here to go fairly soon once the weather cooperates. So anyway, I'll get to cleaning these panels down, and then we'll come back now and again for updates. All right guys, just coming up to 10:30, and sealer coat is on, and it seems to have sprayed pretty good. I got a little bit of dirt already. I'm going to tack cloth this before we go to our base coat. So anyway, it seems to have sprayed out okay. I already got a little fuzzy piece over here. It's just sitting on top though, so we'll make sure we blow this guy off, but that's gonna be a problem when we get to our clear coat stage if those guys are still floating around. So they're still getting in here, but definitely better so far. And I see another little guy over here. Yeah, they're just kind of sitting on top, but anyway, we'll make sure we get those off before we go to our base coat stage. So we got about another 10 minutes or so to go before we get to that point. So we'll just take our time out here, and we'll get our base coat mixed up. We've got all our stuff ready to go over here, so we'll just get our base coat mixed and get ready to shoot that in about 10 minutes or so. Temperature wise, just creeping up towards 80 degrees, and probably about 45% humidity, somewhere around there. So probably a pretty good day to paint. All right guys, we're just about to tack this off before we go to our base coat, and this is the product that I'm using to do that. So it's a little bit of a sticky cloth. So we'll unpackage this, we'll wipe those panels down, and then we'll get ready for our base coat, our first of 3 coats of base. Do you see this fly flying around in here? I certainly do. All right guys, just coming up to about 1 p.m. and we're just checking the base coat, and it's looking pretty good. I don't see too many issues. I don't see too much dirt. So we're just going to let this dry now. We're going to come out at probably about 6 o'clock, and we're going to check it and see if we can possibly tape on it then. I'd prefer to get this done today if possible. Tomorrow is looking like very high humidity in the morning, and I need to get this done fairly early to stay within the window of the base coat. So I may need to do this afternoon, knowing that the weather is going to be, it's actually excellent right now for spraying. as mentioned. So I prefer to get this done today if possible. So we'll come back out at 6 o'clock or 5:30ish, somewhere around there. It's going to be about 6 hours of dry time on this. So as mentioned previously, they're saying that I can tape on this an hour after dry time, but that didn't work for me the last time. So I'm thinking 6 hours would be more appropriate to give this a shot. So obviously I don't want to screw things up, but it may be an issue tomorrow with the weather, trying to do the stripe and clear coat in the morning, as mentioned. All right, that's it for now. Gun's cleaned up, and it's just a waiting game now before we can actually do our taping and striping, and then our 3 coats of clear coat. 4 o'clock. This seems like the longest wait ever. Anyway, they are drying up nicely. I'm trying to be patient, and it's not working. All right, guys, 5:30, so 6 hours of dry time, and we've got our first tape stripe on according to the measurements that were given to us. So there is the first stripe laid, and we're going to tape based off of that. I think that looks not too bad. Anyway, we're going to give it our best shot, and hopefully we can do this without too much aggravation, and hopefully we can get the stripe to look fairly half decent. So this is all new territory for me, so wish me luck. Making progress. Totally stressful, let me tell you. So right now the blue stripe is the one that's going to be removed. So that's our distance in the middle. So 8mm distance in the stripe, 10mm on the spacing before we start the next stripe, which is 2.5 inches. So we're going to move up from that 2.5 inches. All right, guys, I think we've got the stripe taped up as need be, and we're just about to start pulling some tape off. So the blue has got to come off, and so let's go ahead and do that, and then we're going to mask the front and back of the hood so we don't get any pearl on that. That's why the yellow is there, so we have something to attach a masking paper to. So anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll do that, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, guys, we're all masked up, so we're going to go for it. We're just going to mix up the pearl clear, spray 1 coat, then we'll remove the masking and go back to the regular clear coat. All right, just for future reference, we've got the clear coat mixed up, and it's obviously mixed 2 to 1, so 2 parts clear, 1 part hardener, and we're putting a 1/8 teaspoon of the pearl in the clear coat. Let's mix her up, get her in the gun, and we'll spray that out.
All right, unmasked. Just a really quick shot of that stripe. We're just getting ready to clear coat. So looks like it's sprayed out okay. A few little areas that are not great, but we'll see what it looks like once the clear goes on. All right, wish me luck. Getting late. A little too late actually, but nothing I can do.
All right, guys, just coming up to 11 p.m. It's been a long day, and we're just doing a final checkup on the spray out, and it's looking pretty good. I think it's out of the danger zone now. We're not going to stay out here too long because the lights are going to attract the bugs, but I did get some dirt in it, including 1 big bug directly in the center here, and that just must have landed there fairly recently. Anyway, that should buff out no problem. It is in the top coat of clear, so did get some dirt in it, but not too bad. The stripe looks like it sprayed pretty well, so we'll have a better look at it tomorrow in the sun. Another bug in there, but we'll get it outside and we'll have a look tomorrow and see how we did. But under first glance in the dark garage, it looks pretty darn good. I think the screen helped to keep some of the bugs out. This looks like it sprayed out pretty well. Some trash to sand out, but not bad. So anyway, we'll, like I said, have a better look tomorrow. We'll turn the fans off, close the doors, and we'll come back tomorrow morning and have a quick look out in the sun, hopefully. All right, that's it for now. See you tomorrow. All right, good morning, guys. Sunday, June 20th, 2021, and just after 9:30 a.m. Father's Day up here. Happy Father's Day to my dad. Hopefully I'll have a great day today. Wish I could be there to celebrate it with you. Anyway, we're back out in the garage checking out the paint progress from yesterday, and all is looking good. It seems to have dried up nicely. So what we'll do this morning is we'll pull these out in the sun and we'll have a look at the ghost stripe in the sun. Alright guys, are you ready for a look? First impressions, they look really, really good. It's a lot of work to get to this point, a lot of practice panels, a lot of thinking about the process. It was a challenge to get that taped out. It probably took me 2 hours to get that masked out and covered off yesterday before we sprayed it out. And I'm happy to say it looks like it sprayed out pretty well and has met my expectations. So let's have a quick look at both panels. Let's look at the boot lid in the sun first. And that's just a fingerprint. Don't know how well this is going to show up out here, but not bad as far as the trash is concerned. Very little in the top of the boot lid. So I think that screen on the side definitely helped. That's just a piece of dust. So that I'm very, very happy with. Very little dirt in that one. And we're all waiting to see. There is the ghost stripe. And this is my first time seeing it in the sun along with you. Looks like it's sprayed out pretty well. Looks like the tape lines look pretty good. I would say I'm pretty darn happy with that. I haven't really inspected this very well for runs or anything, but I don't even think I see any runs in this. Again, another little piece of dust in there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, I think. I mean, I'll do it some good to dry out here in the sun. Again, a couple pieces of trash. Well, not trash, but bugs. And I think this is actually a little spider that dropped in probably from the ceiling. I think he's on the top coat of clear, so he should sand out okay. Other than that, it's pretty darn good as well. Not a lot of trash. A little bit in here. Another little bug there. But not bad. So we're just going to let this harden for a few days. And we'll obviously do other things while that's happening. But yeah, I'm pretty darn happy with the way that sprayed out. And I would have to say I'm pretty happy with that stripe. So it'll be interesting to hear what you guys think. It buried nicely in the clear. Yeah, I can't even see any runs, which is pretty impressive for me, not to get any runs at all. So like I said yesterday, the weather was kind of perfect for painting, and that's why we went ahead and did it. Temperature wise and humidity wise, probably couldn't have been better. So alright, eventually we'll unmask the bottom. But for now, we'll just let this sit out in the sun. Alright, that's it. We'll upload this video so you can see how we did. Yeah, I'm very happy.